Previously on Junior's Big World.
Y'all not gonna believe this. This man just hit my truck. Y'all not gonna believe this. This man just hit my truck, and he trying to be, I don't want to cuss. He's trying to be sarcastic about it. He said, "Oh man, I didn't hurt your truck. I just tapped it." This how close he is. So he hit my mirror and he moved my mirror. Now there's no scratches or no dents on it. And you might think, why am I so upset about it? It was his response. So I could be like, you know what, dude? Drop out and give me everything. I should get his license. I should get his everything. But again, it didn't do any. Well, let me check. Let me make sure that the window is still moved on my mirror. But his response was, I didn't hurt it. And it took everything out of me. He's an older guy. It took everything out of me. Everything out of me. Not to do what I want to do to him. Because I'm paying on this truck. It ain't my truck yet. And I'm like, all I could do is laugh. I said, go on, old school. And he said, I'm serious, man. I didn't hurt it. I said, it's not the fact you hurt the truck. It's that you hit my truck and you unapologetic about it. You didn't apologize. You said you didn't hurt my truck. So, I don't know. I got a picture of his license plate and his truck. Let me go get the pictures of it just in case. I don't want it to be nothing later on. Cause man. So this is just a follow-up from earlier today. I've had time to calm down. I'm no longer there. I'm at a this is a travel center. They charge parking. They charge $10. I'm literally right down the street from the 90. And I do plan on making a video because I used to watch people from Prom, and they would talk about the 90 and the old ones, and I didn't know what they were talking about, but since I'm working here now, I know. So well, I'll just go ahead and put on this video. I'm gonna say that, then I'll move to what happened on the earlier clip. So the 01, that's usually the shipper. That's your first stop. Then if it's a multiple stop load, then you'll have a 02, a 03, and 04. That's all those numbers mean. And then the 90, that's your last stop. That's usually the last stop. That's the receiver of the freight, or what's left of the freight. So you could have just a one-stop load where you pick up and go to one location. So you'll always have a 01, and you'll do a live loaded call, and then you'll deliver that to the 90, which will be the last or final stop. And now that that's out the way, so earlier when the guy hit my window, or just PSA to anybody, if accidents happen, I'm not above, an accident, because it can happen to me. This hasn't happened. Knock on wood. This hadn't happened. Accidents can happen. But when you have an accident, I'm not saying that he should have been like, oh, woe is me. But you got to have some type of empathy or compassion. You can't just be so... He was real nonchalant, and it took prayer and my wife talking me down, and me just being more of a grown-up and not a young hothead like I used to be. If this was 5 or 10 years ago, he would have been on the ground and I would probably be, arrested, because it just I would have instantly went into that mode on him, because I was literally sitting in my chair like I am right now, and I'm in my chair, I'm listening to music, and I see the guy. He swings in, and his door was right next to me. I was in 226, as y'all saw earlier. I was in door 226. He was in 225, and we both had a trailer in front of us. So there is a trailer. It was an obstacle, but his was a lot easier than mine. I wind up swinging around the trailer, and I was doing a straight line back at an angle. He could actually swing around it and do a perfect straight line back, and that's what I thought he was doing. He didn't hit my mirror with his trailer. He hit my mirror with his side mirror, with his driver's side mirror. So I'm sitting right here. I see him. He looks close, but he ain't that close. At least I didn't think. And all of a sudden, my truck went like that, and I like, my mouth was open. I looked like, what the? I'm not gonna say the rest because kids watch or whatever, you know. But I did cuss. So I immediately I hopped out so quick. Like, for anybody listening to King Von, may he rest in peace, I hopped out just like that. I hopped out this truck so quick, and then before I knew it, I was right there up on him. And he's like, because you have to get out the truck, and he had to walk past me in order to go to the shipping receiving office, which was near door 212. And he was like, oh man, he did his arms like that. He was like, oh man, I didn't hurt your truck, did I? He said hurt. I just looked at him, because he was being condescending and sarcastic. It was funny to him. I said, of course you didn't hurt the truck. The truck don't have feelings, but you hit my truck. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah, when I hit it, I didn't hurt it, did I? And he was laughing. And I'm not gonna go into what I said to him, but all that smiley stuff he did, it went off his face. And I was like, man, I'm paying on this truck. I pay weekly on this truck. And I pay a lot a week on this truck. And for you to hit my truck and have the attitude that you have, boy, you lucky. Then I took a deep breath. I turned around, I walked back to my truck, and I got back in my truck, because I knew where I was about to go. And he comes into my truck, and he says, I didn't do no damage to it, man. Did you see any damage? It ain't no damage to it. And I'm like, man, that's not the point. The point is that you hit my truck and you basically don't care. And I said, you know what? Go on and go about your business, man. Go about your business. So he left, and then I was hot. I called my wife, told her the situation, asked her what she thought I should do, and she basically said, like, if the situation was reversed and you hit his truck and you said to him what he said to you, how do you think he was gonna react? And I said, oh, he would be calling the cops. He'd be calling safety, whoever, and trying to get me to pay for it and fix it. So my wife's like, you have your answer. That's how you should handle it. And then she also said, you know, I told her he is an older guy, and he an owner operator. He just working for a company. And I said, I got pictures. I got his truck number. I got his DOT number. I got everything except his license and his insurance. And I was like, I don't want to put old school out of business, because I'm pretty sure he's done this before, because that's probably why he had the attitude that he had. He felt the way he felt, and said what he said. And me and my wife, we talked about it, and I told her the mirror, I pushed it back in. It still functions. It moves left, right, up, down. I sprayed Windex on it. I cut on the heat part of it. It melted the Windex off. So I said it's still fine. The plastic is not scuffed or chipped or anything. So basically, he just pushed my when he was trying to get back underneath his trailer, that's when he got too close and he pushed my mirror in towards me. I literally looked that way and see myself out my mirror. So finished talking to my wife. He was sitting right there. He thought I was calling the cops and safety on him, and I was like, let me go talk to him. So I stepped out, and he said, hey man, so what you gonna do? I said, I posed a question to him. I said, if I would have hit your truck and said to you what you said to me, what would you do? He started smiling. He said, man, I probably would have called the cops, because, you know, you young. I can't fight you and beat you up or nothing. So I would have called the cops on you. I would have called the company and told them you hit me. I said, yeah. I said, you know, my wife said the same thing. He said, so he basically wanted to know, so it wasn't myself, that's what I'm about to do to him. I said, man, talked it over with my wife, prayed about it on you, and, you know, I don't want to put you out of business. I don't want to put no points on your CDL or your insurance. It's no damage, man. It's all good. But I said, he said, thank you. But I said, man, if you have another accident with somebody, you can't say what you said to me, because you saw how I looked and how I came out my truck. I was able to suppress my urges and my emotions. Another person, probably younger than me, they probably not gonna do that. And or you might get the opposite. They're just gonna be straight textbook. They're gonna take pictures of you, your truck, your numbers, call the cops on you, and then they're gonna call their safety department, and yeah, they're gonna go that route on you. Then he said, yeah, man. You know, I guess I got a little sense of humor. And I said, okay, ain't nothing wrong with it, but when you have an accident, you can't have no sense of humor like that, man. Especially when somebody paying on the truck. Or that's your truck. I hit your truck, you got to pay to get it fixed. You don't want to operate it. So that's the moral of the story. I didn't hurt the man. I prayed for him. Pray for him. Until next video. Peace.